friends and family and everyone else, let's give these girls a huge round of applause as they begin their very elimination basket competition. There they go. Athletes, your arrows are up and you may begin bowling for score. Good luck and great bowling, everyone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. It took a little bit, but we got everything that we need, and match play is underway for both U20 boys and U17 girls. My name is Emil Williams Jr. Pleased to be joined, or pleased to be here with you, I should say, as we get things started in our quadrant of 4 matches. Solomon Salama and Tom Hankey, 8 versus 9. Solomon was the higher seed. Higher seed has choice of starting lane. 2 games, total pins. This is a double elimination format as well. Hayden Stippich and Isaac Erickson over on 29 and 30. Early open frame for Tom Hankey. There's Erickson, nearly fell off of that one. But it's out of trouble as he just leaves a 6-pin. Hankey, it's been a good 2019 for Tom Hankey. Intercollegiate singles champ, intercollegiate team champ with Weber International. Hankey on the Junior Team USA. Teen Masters champion in 2017 and 18 as well. Now on to Solomon. And of course, his story now, you're probably familiar with it. On Team USA and Junior Team USA. Finished 3rd this year at the 2019 U.S. Amateur. And 4th overall at Team USA trials. Of course, won the U15 Junior Gold Championship in 2016 and 2017. And defended his title in 2017, of course, with the world famous now 299 on national television. Of course, on CBS Sports Network. Nice shot there from Erickson. Anthony Nair taking on Matteo Cittadino. Nair is the number 1 seed. And he is taking on Cittadino. Urethane in play for a couple of players here. Actually, several in this area. Hayden with urethane in his hand. Tom Hankey with urethane. I actually didn't see what Solomon had in his hand, but one would assume, just based on previous experience and watching Solomon compete, urethane might be in play. Hayden Zippich shot .299 to start off his event at 2019 Junior Gold Championships as he crosses over. Actually, he shot .299 right in this bay. Or, excuse me, not in this bay, I beg your pardon. No, it was this one. It was this one. It was over on 23 and 24, so 2 pairs to his left. 2-game total pins. 2 games, total pins. And Solomon there, 6'9". Couple of lefties, actually 3 lefties, all in this quadrant. Isaac Harrison, boy, he can throw it. I'm unfamiliar with Isaac, but perhaps those who are unfamiliar with him, he will become familiar. We've seen that leave a few times. Nice spare for Erickson. And, of course, we saw it left earlier, and we've seen it made twice. That's a common leave. Yeah, I can, Donald. Unfortunately, because the way things kind of set up and the time it took to get everything done and situated, the bracket is nowhere near me. Not even close. So when I get a moment, I will do that. Oh, my. I can tell you that around us right now, Anthony Nyer and Mateo Cittadino, that's the 1 versus 16. Salama versus Hanky is 8 versus 9. Peyton Smith is the 4th seed, and he is taking on Alec Keplinger, who is the 13th seed. And I'll be able to tell you the rest here momentarily. Wow. So back-to-back. Well, not back-to-back, excuse me. Not technically back-to-back, but back-to-back on the left lane for Solomon. Other players who did make it. Oh, let's see. I've got the top 4. Joey Ocello was 3rd. Nine-pin match. Or 11 pins, excuse me, next door between Nyer and Cittadino. Once this first game is complete, I'll run down and get what else we need here. Hopefully I can find a bracket that's just out and about. That'd be nice. And all of a sudden, Solomon has lost his look here. Daniel Chin still with a great supporting cast, support system. Daniel Chin is taking on Joey Ocello. Tyrell Ingles is taking on Zach Denton. Two games, total pinfall.
Roll it, Tommy, roll it.
Well, we've got ourselves a situation over on 25 and 26. Anthony Dyer has had some footing issues the last few shots. He went 7 foul, made the spare. And he's up 10 pins over Mateo Cittadino, 145 to 135. And that is the 1 versus the 16.
Tommy, get one.
Peyton Smith and Alec Keplinger working their way into the 9th frame. Hankey shoots 173. Oh my. 4 consecutive splits and 5 of the last 6 with S's on the board for Solomon. Couple of 4-9s, and now a 7-9. $150 for Solomon. So, in some situations where we thought high scores might prevail because of what we had at stake and who we were able to watch, that is not the case to this point. All right, I'm going to go check on some items. And I'll be back with you here momentarily as Salama and Tommy Hankey begin game number 2. Okay. It's already a few frames in our first couple of matches here. Stipich finishing up the 10th frame. Alec Keplinger, who is nearby, will have a nice lead over Peyton Smith, who can only get to 143. Wrap 7 for Solomon. Stipich shoots 213. Plus 13 for Hayden. Peyton Smith shot 133. A 64 pin advantage for Keplinger. The winners of these 4 matches here in this quadrant will face one another. In the other matches going on outside of our quadrant, the number 2 seed, Sorel Cardenas, is taking on 15th seed Bailey Maverick. Jeffrey Mann, the 7th seed, and a past U20 champion, taking on Nicholas Howard, the 10th seed. Oh my gosh. Good Lord. Hashtag Team No 9-Pin. Tyrell Ingles, the 6th seed, is taking on Zach Denton, the 11th seed, and Joey Ocello. The number 3 seed is taking on Daniel Chen, the 14th seed. Thanks, Kristen. Natalie shared some information about Joey Ocello in the final adventures round. Let's see, Solomon is trailing by 23 pins, so Tom Hankey certainly knows, despite what took place with Solomon down the stretch in game number 1. He's a guy that's really never put away unless it's mathematically over. Solomon looking for the first double, his first double. And when it's not a strike for Solomon, it looks to be trouble. If it's so far a single pin, missed what he had in the second frame, but been 5 out of his last 6 frames in game number 1 resulted in splits. Solomon, one of those individuals at team trials. I think he led for about 3 days. But I think you're talking about eye-opening. I said, wow, a 17-year-old, for example, is just going to run over the field at team trials. Ultimately, he finished 4th. But more than proved that he belonged. Solomon actually is still 16. He's going to be 17 in December. Alec Keplinger striking in the 3rd frame over on 31 and 32. Anthony Nyer again leads Citadino coming into game 2 by 10 pins. And Nyer looking more like himself. Double, 9-spare strike, split in the 5th, and now a double. And Mateo. Open, double, 6-spare, split, 7-spare, 8-spare. High flush here for Hankey. Hayden Sipich just kind of going about his business. Mentioned he shot .299 here at Junior Gold this year. Nyer opened in the 8th and a little light. Ooh. A little light for Mateo. But talking about putting some pressure on Nyer, he is going to have to strike here. That's of course not in our little quadrant here, but But the Ocello chin match, I'm just looking ahead to the collegiate season. Mateo with a double. He lets Nyer know that he's still around in this match. I'm looking forward to the collegiate season. See how many events we'll do. We'll do a few tier ones. And there's going to be some players on some teams that you look forward to seeing. Calumet, SCAD, St. Ambrose, just to name a few. If Nair matches Citadino, and actually Nair will finish first. Uh-oh. And Nair goes through the face. Big four on lane 25. Nair gets one. That is 172. That is 317. And now 182. Actually, 183 is the number that Mateo needs to win by one. He could even open here. He's got room. Wow. And 6 right there. 6 is a little rough. Wow. And so here it is. Mateo, by the way, folks, gets 6 again on the fill. I'm sorry, on this first shot. So he loses count. He must go spare strike to win by one. You can see it on the left of your screen. Oh, gosh, and Mateo misses the spare. It hooks, leaves the 8-pin, and Anthony Nair is going to survive this first round as the number 1 seed. Wow. Mateo needed to make that spare, and he had to strike to win the match by 1 pin. And that ball hooked. It just clipped the head pin, but leaves the 8. It was the 1, 2, 4, 8. Ooh. Back in front of us. A couple of matches in the 5th frame. But Hankey with a 23-pin advantage. And that's going to about wrap it up. Tom Hankey right now looking to move on to face Anthony Nair. Peyton Smith was trailing by 64 pins. He is clean through 5, but no doubles, or 6, excuse me, no doubles. That's on 31 and 32. Facing Alec Keplinger. Smith with his work cut out for him. Looks like we've got a few matches done. Solomon took that opportunity there with the match over to try a different ball. And he's got a little bit of a different road ahead of him now. He'll be in the contenders bracket. And there it is. So Hankey will face Anthony Nyer on our next match in the winner's bracket. Hang tight, and while we have a few frames, let me get you some updates here. I can see these two, but sometimes I'll miss one of those. So, but I'll probably ask you for
Okay, so
ones on
I'm
the
just
end.
gonna pass just to make sure.
Yeah, if you don't mind. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
All right, so Hayden Stippich had the 13-pin advantage coming into this match. He can shoot 193. That would put him at 406. Make it 405.
It doesn't matter, but you need to throw it over, really, because there was no 8-pin in the rack. They can look. There was no 8-pin.
All right, so Alec Keplinger should hold on to the win here. Hayden Stippich. Should get the victory, or I'm sorry, will have a victory. Apparently he was missing an 8-pin on his fill, so he's on the reshoot. I believe Tommy Hankey gets a victory over Solomon Lama. Anthony Nair squeaks by Matteo Cittadino. Down on the high end, Sorrell, the number 2 seed, wins 440 to 381 over Bailey Maverick. Jeffrey Mann defeated Nicholas Howard 416 to 339. Zach Denton defeated Tyrell Ingles 346 to 316. And probably the surprising match of all of these, especially from a scoring perspective, Danhill Chin defeated Joey Ocello 313 to 290. That is not a typo. Chin 160, 153. Ocello 136, 154. So those gentlemen clearly did not like the fresh, and there's a few low scores. Even the Ingles Denton match, 130. Actually 180, 130 for Ingles, 169, 177 for Denton. Only a couple players overall going plus for their 2 games. This is double elimination. Keep that in mind. So all losers of the round 1 matches will fall into the contenders or elimination bracket. The winners of the respective matches will move on to face each other. So Nair and Cittadino. Oh, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. Nair and Hankey will face one another in round 2. Hayden Stippich will face Alec Keplinger. All right, official score now, 190 for Stipich.
All right, Hayden, good job.
Officially, Keplinger 344 defeats Peyton Smith 301. Again, Hayden Stipich, excuse me. Shout out to John Stipich, though. That's a good dude right there. .403 to 382. Solomon again struggling in round number 1, and he got out to such a great start in game 1, and that back half of that game was telling because he essentially began to just try to figure it out ever since then. We'll see what happens, though. Of course, in the elimination bracket, he did make a ball change on the fill. No matter what happens, we have 2 rounds and 2 rounds only of match play tonight. Round 3 will begin at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, so we do have one more round, of course. Making the moves, making the rounds, getting the bracket updated, which is down, which is what, 45, 46, 47, 48 in the middle of the house in the back. Surface changes can now be made. And about 10 minutes or so is when practice will begin for round number 2. 10 minutes. Approximately 10 minutes or so. I'm going to double check some lane assignments, and I'll be back here momentarily, and we'll get round 2 popping.
That's what you would prefer, not me.
Athletes, please report to your lanes and cease working on the surface of any bowling balls at this time. Okay, here we go. Welcome to Junior World Championships Double Elimination Match Play Bracket Finals. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you some of the most talented young athletes in the sport. These athletes will be running in a double elimination bracket. Each division match will consist of 2 games where total pinfall will determine the winner. The higher seed bowler will have lane choice. The player on the left lane will start the match. In the event a match is tied after 2 games, a one-ball roll-off will occur until the tie is broken. Once an athlete loses 2 matches, they will be eliminated from the event. Simply follow the lane numbers on your division's bracket board to determine where you will bowl the next match. Pinfall from the qualifying games and advantage round are not carried over to the double elimination bracket match play competition. One-lane courtesy is in effect and will be monitored by tournament staff. Further, update the scores after each match once the scores have been verified by tournament officials. Okay, U17 girls. On lanes 67 and 68, Cassidy Landwehr and Caroline Gieser. On 69 and 70, Megan Koberg and Logan Gillis. On 57 and 58, Amanda Najubas and Savannah Croft. On 55 and 56, Paige Boyd and Catherine Craven. On 65 and 66, Jennifer Loretto and Paige Peters. On 71 and 72, Urelis Alvarez and Savannah Razor. On 59 and 60, Alyssa Hendrickson and Isabella Cole. On 53 and 54, Amari Blond and Hannah Mandetta. U20 boys. On 29 and 30, Anthony Nyer and Tom Hankey. On 27 and 28, Hayden Stippich and Alex Leppinger. 29 and 30, Sorrel Cardenas and Jeffrey Mann. On 31 and 32, Zach Benton and Nicholas Chen. 31 and 32, Mateo Cittadino and Solomon Salama. On 25 and 26, Isaac Erickson and Peyton Smith. 37 and 38, Bailey Maverick versus Nicholas Howard. And on 33 and 44, Tyrell Ingles and Jeremy O'Sullivan. Fellas, each and every one of you has shown us why you deserve to be here and why you are the best of the best. We look forward to naming the male and female members of Junior Team USA 2020. Fellas, your lanes are now being turned on for 5 minutes of practice.
All right, good people of Earth. Winner bracket matches. In front of us, Hayden Stippich, Alec Keplinger, Anthony Nyer, Tom Hankey. The elimination matches surrounding them: Isaac Erickson, Peyton Smith, Mateo Cittadino, Solomon Salama. In the second quadrant. Winners bracket, Sorrel Cardenas did win his match. I saw that question in the chat. He will take on 7th seed Jeffrey Mann, and Zach Denton will face Daniel Chen. That particular match is on 41 and 42. Cardenas and Mann 39 and 40. And the contenders bracket matches over there: Mateo Cittadino. Oh, I'm sorry. I already told you about that one. Isaac Erickson and I told you about that one too. just realized I wrote all the contenders bracket matches on one thing, which is what I intended to do. Place it on all. All right, Bailey Maverick and Nicholas Howard, Tyrell Ingalls, and Joey Ocello. I do want to thank you all for hanging around. I know it's been a I won't say it's been the prettiest week. I will say specifically that over at Century Links, there were some severe internet troubles there. So if you experienced that, James, that was almost 98% due to bandwidth trouble. Having said that, I understand your concerns, your frustrations. I want you to be happy. And I really mean that. Because I invest a lot of time in what I do. So I want everyone to enjoy it. And when you don't, I don't really enjoy it that much either.
Round 3 will take place at 7:30 tomorrow morning here at Thunderbowl. Check-in will begin at 6:30. Spectators and guests, let's give these finalists a round of applause as they begin a local competition. I'm going to Arizona, and you are ready to begin bowling for score. Good luck and great bowling.
All right, here we go. Just an early reminder that round 3 will take place tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. And we'll have every round around that. Should begin about, should end around the 2 p.m. Eastern time. Several TV shows to tape, so it'll be a busy day. Actually 2. I know of 1. U12. I will not release such information, at least until tonight. I believe we will write a very small spoiler type story. So if you don't want to know the results, be on the lookout for that and don't read it. But it is news, so we must report it. Stippich, Keplinger, early strikes. Anthony Nyer is a beautiful shot to end practice on the left lane, crosses over, and he came back and said, I will take that if that's my miss. And I can't blame him because the fresh has been difficult. We talked about it with, I was walking through the bracket and I saw Daniel Chin actually. And he mentioned he was dealing with a little over-under in that particular pair that he was bowling, where he bowled Joey Ocello. And Interesting, obviously, the low-scoring matches. What caught us off guard there. Number 10 there for Tom Hankey. He said he's just trying to keep it in play, make spares, but never advance to any match play portion at junior gold at any division. And so not only has he advanced for the first time, he's won a match for the first time in his career, trying to keep it going. Oh, those win championships right there. Nicely done from Stippage. Nair, that's up the lane. Nair, emotional victory last year at the International Training and Research Center, dedicating that victory to his mom. Front nine, that nice shot, locked it up. Impressive young man. It's scary to think he's going to get better. Nearly a 4-9 for Kepler. Keplinger from Coldwater, Michigan. Division II Individual State Championship in 2018. Yeah, I've been there. A little too close for comfort, I understand. Here's Hankey. First strike of this match. Trying to, each player, Stippage, Keplinger, Nair, Hankey, trying to add to tomorrow morning's bracket and continue as an undefeated That's their goal. Of course, bottom line is someone will be eliminated, unfortunately. Let's see. Also have 17 girls. Yeah, so 17 girls match play down on the high end. Tomorrow we'll have bowling across this building. I should say across this bay. And about 75% true in regards to the building. We'll have TV shows being taped at some point as well. They did, Randy, or excuse me, James. Understood that there was a bit of a downpour at some point. I've been indoors since I arrived here this morning. When I was able to get a little food, I did see the rain trickling down. It wasn't a heavy rain at that point. Certainly looked like it had been raining for quite some time. July is correct. The Midwest, more than capable of producing its own heavy storms. I am from Chicago, and I've been through many a storm in the Windy City. Tom Hankey's got a knack. Just watching him at the ITCs, you know, when he senses a moment, he tends to know what to do with it, take advantage. This game is starting the way, I won't say this previous match began, but there were a few moments, obviously, in Anthony Dyer's first match with Mateo Cittadino, where this exact same thing happened. He was put in positions where he had to make washouts. Obviously, he'd love to go 100%. Like to be 100% on washouts. You try your hardest to be, but the fact of the matter is you just can't make every one. And I can't say he's, at least from my vantage point, he's thrown it. Every shot off his hand looks like it's going to do what he expects it to. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Still wondering, is that just a product of this condition, especially on the fresh? Solomon has gone through it well. Stippich has managed to kind of get away from it a little bit, or at least minimize it. He hasn't had too much trouble as of yet. That shot a little bit inside, not flirting with one or two. I want a few boards right of that, up the lane. Natalie, Joey lost his first match. He is in the contenders bracket or elimination bracket facing Tyrell Ingles. Sardines did win his first match as the number 2 seed, and he is in the winners bracket taking on great past champion Jeffrey Mann. Advantage thus far. Another quality shot. See where again Anthony has changed his angle just a touch to get himself away from the gutter, where he's experiencing some hang, sometimes it hooks. Division, and what is a division that has a lot of collegiate players either heading to college, already in college. Mentioning those, Tom Hickey, for example, Daniel Chin, for example, Jeffrey Mann, for example, those who are about to go to college. Talked about Joey Ocello. Anyone else who I may just not know about and will be heading to a particular secondary institution. So you see the talent here, and then newly added U17 division. Kind of breaks it up just enough where those players who are now looking at schools and have a list together of schools, entering their senior years in high school, etc. A lot of those players now will bowl together in the same division. There were a lot too. That was packed. U17 was packed this week. like Alec Kepler's game. Really enjoy how he gets out of it at the bottom. Well, folks, I know many of you have expressed some frustrations, and rightfully so. I'm not upset at you by any means. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. However, one lucky person, maybe your spirits may be lifted. As Brand Houghton just told me, our maestro back at the Bowl TV studios in Arlington, Texas. Giveaway will drop in about 10 minutes. Giveaway across our Bowl TV channels. It will be a Team USA autographed jersey with featuring the likes of Shannon O'Keefe, Shannon Puhowski, Marshall Kent, Jacob Buttram, and Kelly Kulick. $169.168. All you have to do to be eligible for that giveaway, by the way, is simply be watching your screen at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. On lower third, left, an overlay will appear that will tell you that a giveaway is coming. We'll give you 60 seconds basically to prepare, and all you got to do is once that 60 seconds is over, an instruction will follow. Good Lord. The instructions will say, please click here to submit entry. All you have to do is click the button. You'll click where it says submit entry and you will be entered. All selections are at random. Marsha, there will be no live streaming at the Survivor Tournament. All live streaming will take place from Thunderbowl tomorrow and Score Links. Then we've got TV tapings going on. So the giveaway guru will have some giveaway items. Other scores, by the way, Solomon Salama 173, Mateo Cittadino 169, of course Keplinger 189, Stippage 168, Hanky 199, Dyer 171. Open frame in the 10th for Isaac Erickson. And Erickson shoots 186 and a chance to gain a few more pins on Peyton Smith, who shot 163. And back in a moment. All right, got some updates for you across the board here. Don't forget, 9:30 Eastern time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, approximately 5 minutes. All right, here we go. Jeffrey Mann, 203. Sorrel Cardenas, 192. Plus 11 advantage for Jeffrey Mann. Daniel Chin currently all over Zach Denton, 236 to 156 after one game. That is an 80-pin lead for Chin. Contenders bracket matches. Let's see. I mentioned Solomon and Mateo. Just 4 pins there. Erickson leads Ryan Smith. That match is to our left by 23. Bailey Maverick is leading Nicholas Howard. 195-159 by 36. And Tyrell Ingles currently leads Joey Ocello after one game. 195-171, a 24-pin lead for Tyrell. Missed an update or would like me to repeat a particular player, please let me know. Oh, jeez. Not make that. Come on, headpin. Headpin always doing something weird on it. I'm trying to make a washout type swing. Solomon got a little angry over there. He started strike, spare, triple. Yep, 9 to work with in the 6th frame. So Nair going to drastic measures right now. He has jumped in. Saying, you know what, at this point, it's not going to hurt to try it. Round of applause for my man, Brandon Houghton. That's what we've been missing this week. We've been missing Brandon Houghton. See, we have a system. And generally, when all the things are in play in the system works. Brand's part of the system. Pins. The difference between Nair and Hanky again entering game 1, or game 2, excuse me. Nair's going to need the next few to put any significant amount of pressure at all on him. For the double here, Tom's going to be feeling. There it is. You see it. You see it. Giveaway signal, it's like the bat signal. You see the bat signal, what do? You say, uh-oh, there's Batman. Big shot there for Kepler. Well, when you see that giveaway sign, you know it's coming. How? 1, 5, 10. Nicely done. All right, a couple seconds left to get your entry in. Just click submit entry. A break for Kepler? No. Congratulations to B-Buck 800 with an autographed Team USA jersey signed by Shannon O'Keefe, Kelly Keeler, Shannon Puhowski, Jacob Butcher, and Marshall Kent. So the way it looks is Tom Hankey. Winner and junior gold in 2015. Going to be undefeated in the first couple. Shot there for Stiffich. Congrats, B-Buck. Thanks for your support. Subscribing to Bowl TV. Your support of Junior Gold this week, Bowl TV in general. Those of you who have subscribed, you have access to the platform to check everything out about it. The additional channels, which include the lab, which is our coaching and instruction channel. Backstage. Access to the Out of Range podcast with Tony Franklin, Derek Hartnell, and Matt McFadden. That's a pretty good one there. Bowl TV Central on the Go podcast. A lot of stuff with the PWBA right now because it's in season. And a lot of behind the scenes PWBA items, as well as some various features. For example, I went mini golfing with Dasha Kovalova. Liz Colkin took us on a tour of the Nebraska bowling facility. What else did we do? A couple pods and interviews with Shannon O'Keefe, Mallory Shear, Danielle McEwen, Donna Cote. A lot of cool stuff in the backstage channel, so check that out. Ashley Scott. That's a good one too, Ashley Scott. At least that around Memorial Day, but she's in the Navy and is a PWBA member. We talked about her story a little bit. Anthony will have his work cut out for him tomorrow. It's been an interesting couple of matches for him. additional channels also: the Vault on Bowl TV, classic PWBA shows, World Team Challenge shows, some classic ITC shows, and Keplinger. Ooh, that's a big shot there. Coming down to it. Keplinger at 189 again coming in. Right now the best he can do is shoot 177. Stipich will finish this match first. Oh. Solomon Salama advances and eliminates Mateo Cittadino 398 to 345. All right, so Stipich gets 2. Best he can do is shoot 199. That puts him at 367. If he strikes out, he will shut out Alec Keplinger by 1 pin. I'm going to do that math. To 320, the official score. That's 1. By my count, Stipich can strike out and win this match by 1 pin, 367 to 366. I'll tell you in 1 second. Oh, look. Hey, Keplinger can win the match now. .57 in the books. Alec Keplinger, by my count, will need a double here. First shot, 10th frame. Oh. Good shot. Light, lazy 4-pin. And Hayden Stipich is going to go home tonight. Go back to his hotel.
4 only on 28, please. 4 only on 28.
He'll be undefeated. Stipich from Keene, Pennsylvania. Hopefully I said that right. Okay, Brock, while we have a moment here, making match play. Anthony Nyer was the number 1 seed. He defeated Mateo Cittadino, who was the number 16 seed in round 1. Solomon Salama was the number 8 seed. He fell in round 1 to Tom Hankey, who was the number 9 seed. Hayden Stipich, who we see now as the number 5 seed. He defeated Isaac Erickson in round number 1. Peyton Smith fell to Alec Keplinger. That was a 4 versus 13. Smith the 4, Keplinger the 13. Of course, Keplinger advanced to face Stipich. Hankey advanced to face Nyer. Cyril Cardenas and Bailey Maverick, that's 2 versus 15. Cardenas advanced. Jeffrey Mann defeated Nicholas Howard. These are all first round matches. I'm updating Brock here, by the way. Mann defeated Nicholas Howard in round 1. That was a 7 versus a 10. Tyrell Ingles and Zach Denton. That was a 6 versus 11, and the 11 seed Zach Denton defeated Tyrell Ingles in round number 1. And Daniel Chin, 14 seed, defeated Joey Ocello, 3rd seed, number 3 seed, in round 1. In round 2, Tom Hayden defeated Anthony Dyer, we saw right here on 29 and 30. 4-4-20. Alec Keplinger had a chance to defeat Hayden Stipich with a double, but it won't happen here. So Hayden Stipich will move on to tomorrow's competition undefeated, and we'll get you updates from Enos, Deep, and everyone else afterwards. So give me about 2 minutes after the conclusion of this match, and before you go to sleep, you will know what's happening with the rest of the bracket. Howard. Giving himself a win as he is mobbed by his Weber teammates. V-Buck, you should be contacted via email about your prize. Be on the lookout for that next week. Don't forget, folks, we got 1 shot left. I'm going to zip down and get some updates for you. And then I'll come back and close the show here. Okay, updates here momentarily. Hang tight. We'll get you the rest here. Okay, if you're still with me. All right, here we go. All right, so just to recap, Tom Henke in the winner's bracket defeats Anthony Nyer 404 to 320. Hayden Stippich defeats Alan Keplinger in the winner's bracket 357 to 346. So Henke and Keplinger tomorrow. Cyril Cardenas defeats Jeffrey Mann 375 to 362. And Daniel Chen continues his good run. He defeats Zach Denton 410 to 357 in the winner's bracket competition. Should be a good match between Cardenas and Chen. In elimination matches, Mateo Cittadino falls to Solomon Salaman. So Solomon, is alive in the tournament. Peyton Smith defeats Isaac Erickson 346 to 327. Bailey Maverick defeats Nicholas Howard 379 to 336. Joey Ocello is alive. He defeats Tyrell Ingles by 2 pins, 384 to 382. Those are all of your updated matches. So unfortunately, Mateo Cittadino, Isaac Erickson, Nicholas Howard, and Tyrell Ingles have been eliminated from the tournament. We start with 16. Tomorrow we'll roll with 12. And that's how we'll do it. So 7:30 a.m. Eastern. Coverage will begin 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Coverage will begin with round 3 here on Bowl TV. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for your patience. It is certainly much appreciated. Unfortunately, I will not be here tomorrow. I got a call. My wife is pregnant. And, well, when you get the call, it generally means it's time. So I'm going to the crib. And I'll patiently await our son's arrival. So as much as I'd like to be here, I too will be perhaps watching as a fan and seeing how it all shakes out on Bowl TV tomorrow. For those of you, please be sure to follow me on social media if you don't already. I'm at EWJR on Twitter, on Instagram. And I'll see most of you the PWBA tour at some point. That's the next time I'll be on Bowl TV, perhaps in September. So for now, I want to thank Daniel Farish. Great work, DQ, my main man, both in U20 as well as handling U17 girls on the high end. I want to thank Jason Thomas for his work this week at Thunderbowl. He moved over to the TV set to do some work with or handle some Red Hat movies, I should say, on TV shows. I want to thank Matt Canizaro for all of his hard work at Century. I want to thank Aaron Smith, who will still be at Score Lanes. He will finish up match play at Score Lanes tomorrow with U20 girls and U17 boys. And then Aaron will stop by here at Thunderbowl and see what else is happening by that time. We should be about through. I want to thank Terry Bigham and Andrew Salavarian for all of their hard work going center to center, producing some great videos, some good stories, and some awesome stuff. So I want to thank the IBC Youth Department, USBC, BPAA, and all of our sponsors here. Pepsi, the Yes Fund, Bowling.com, Dexter, Sixlets, proud sponsor of the USA Bowling National Championship, Logo Infusion, Kegel, GoBowling.com, and certainly the brands of Ebonite. Go Bowling, the Youth Junior Go Championships presented by the brands of Ebonite International, Columbia 300, Hammer, Track, and Ebonite. We'll see you tomorrow morning, folks. Until then, enjoy your night. Be safe. This has been a presentation of the Junior Gold Championships, U20 Boys Match Play. You watched it live, and you watched it only on Bowl TV.